So starting off with number one, it is the absolute necessity to have a very strong executive summary. A lot of resumes I see don't have any at all or very, very weak ones. So the executive summary is a small paragraph or short paragraph at the very top of your resume, right below your name and contact information is where this should be found. It should be between 3 to 6 sentences, perhaps, about who you are as a candidate and what makes you the perfect fit for this role. This is an area where a lot of candidates mess up. Again, a lot of them either don't have it at all or they have a very generic and boring first paragraph about themselves. As I already mentioned, the average recruiter is only going to look at your resume for about 7 to 7.5 seconds before deciding whether or not they want to move forward with you as a candidate for their open position. As the way the human eye kind of works, when you look at a document, the very first place your eye is going to look is towards the top middle of that page. So that is exactly where you want your most important information. So that very first paragraph, smack dab the top middle part of your resume is so vitally important because that might be all the recruiter looks at before deciding whether or not he wants to move forward with you. So you want those 4 to 6 sentences to be super impactful. You don't want to make it generic. You want to be highlighting who you are as a candidate and use data and or metrics to articulate your skill set. I'll mention it several times throughout this video, but every single word and every single sentence in your resume should have a very strong purpose. And that purpose is to show that you are the best candidate for that specific job. You could be the greatest candidate in the world for one industry, but if you're applying for something totally different, you need to change your resume to show you're a great fit for that role as well. It does you no good to highlight how great of a candidate you would be for a security manager job if you're applying for a recruiting director position. They're vastly different opportunities, so you want to make sure you highlight what makes you a good fit for that specific role, and we'll highlight that again on a future tip. So the summary is so important. Again, you want to really grab someone's attention.